With Season 2 just around the corner, it is the perfect time to recap Season 1 of the fascinating show, The Misfit of the Demon King Academy. Hey guys, my name is Leia, and welcome to Anime Recap Pro. But before we get started, please like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate your support, and without any other delays, let's get into it. A long time ago, humans and demons went to war, which caused a lot of chaos and bloodshed. Demon King Anos Voldigod willingly gave up his life to end what seemed like an endless war, hoping to be reborn in a peaceful world. In preparation for their king's return, the demons made the Demon King Academy, an elite school whose job is to figure out who Anos is when he wakes up. He returns to life 2,000 years later, but he soon finds out that the level of magic in the world has dropped by a lot when he was gone. Also, when he goes to the academy to get his rightful title back, he finds that the demons have a different memory of him. His life, actions, and legacy are all made up and hidden behind the name of a fake. On the day of the entrance exam, Anos must first duel an opponent. Zeps is revealed to be Anos' opponent at the practical exam, and they engage in combat. Zeps attempts to strike Anos with Zephrid, a demon sword passed down through his family. Anos, however, deftly avoids it and quickly extinguishes the sword's flame once more. He then informs Zeps that he will put himself at a disadvantage and stay put. Zeps' blood suddenly begins to gush out as Anos attacks him by inserting magic into his heartbeat. Zeps informs him that he will never submit and that impulsion magic is the only way to force him to do so. Anos assures him that he won't use such magic, but just for kicks, he disintegrates Zeps with a flick of his finger. He is swiftly revived by Anos, who then continues to kill him, claiming that Ingol's 3-second rule allowed him to do so. With each death, Zeps becomes more and more terrified and gives in. Later, as Anos and Misha leave the building, Iris and the arena start to form in around them. Leorg, Indu, Zeps' older brother, is the next royal they encounter. Leorg uses magic to kill Zeps and declares that his family doesn't need a weakling like Zeps after Zeps exultantly declares that his brother will defeat Anos. Leorg and his band of royals then start to prepare magic circles. However, the group erupts when their magic power overflows. By controlling his magic, Leorg successfully avoids dying and gets ready to cast the extremely dangerous spell, Girazd. He uses it to attack Anos but is stunned when the attack fails, and Anos is left standing there unharmed. Leorg uses the Demon King of Tyranny as its origin. Then he claimed to be the Demon King of Tyranny, which no one believed, according to Anos, who explains that the origin magic only works on the origin itself. Anos responds, "I was talking about myself making light of my great deeds," in response to Leorg's outrage that he is downplaying the founder's heroic actions. Anos says to Leorg that he will give him a chance because he earlier put his life in danger for a dangerous spell. He then wonders about the nature of brotherly bonds in this magical age. Zeps is then brought back to life by Igram, who later turns on Leorg in retaliation for killing him. Anos instructs Leorg to call out to his brother's name and demonstrate their sibling relationship, but he is unsuccessful. Due to their lack of brotherly ties, he yells out just in time to be killed. Then, before destroying the arena, Anos comments on the fragility of modern brotherhood before leaving Indu brothers. Zeps and Leorg then ask who Anos is, to which Anos responds, "I am the Demon King of Tyranny." The next day, Misha claims that nobody has ever failed the aptitude test at the Demon King Academy. Anos is perplexed because he is certain that he provided accurate answers to all the questions about himself. He reads Misha's mind using leaks and learns that the founder's name is Avos Delevia. Emilia Ludowell, their homeroom teacher, starts class when the bell rings. They begin by choosing team captains with the ability to cast Geese. Although Anos raises his hand, students wearing white uniforms are not permitted to hold leadership positions. As a result, Anos and Emilia cast Zekt, a sort of bet, in the following circumstances. If Anos cannot lead the team and demonstrate that the hybrids are not subpar to purebloods, in that case, he apologizes and quits school. Anos then reveals to Geese that the magic circle is ineffective before redrawn and amplified twofold. To the puzzled murmurs of the other students, Emilia reluctantly admits defeat. The team captains are then asked to introduce themselves, says Emilia. The earlier girl introduces herself as Sasha Necron, the Witch of Destruction. When Anos inquires about whether their different uniforms result from having different parents, Misha replies that it is a family decision and reveals that she is her sister. Anos then informs the class the name that they had been using is a total fabrication and introduces himself as Anos Voldragod, the Demon King of Tyranny. The group eventually breaks up to follow the chosen leaders. Anos' group only includes Misha because they are friends. Sasha approaches them and refers to Misha as a defective little junk doll with no soul, life, or will. If she believes a magical doll has no soul or life, Anos claims her understanding of magical concepts is too shaky. The wall behind Anos is destroyed by Sasha using her magic eyes of destruction, but he is unaffected. She is rendered speechless when Anos responds by activating his own magic eyes of destruction. To get closer to Misha, he invites Sasha to join his team, but she storms off and protests that she has never thought of Misha as her sister. Misha and Anos run into Sasha as they exit the building. In preparation for the upcoming team battle, Sasha and Misha form a Zek. She will join Anos' team if they can defeat her team. If not, she will get to possess him. Sasha joins Anos' team after his team completely defeats hers. The principal instructor of the Great Magic Lesson is Ivus Necron, one of the 7 elder demon emperors that Anos fashioned from his blood. Ivus is sent back in time to retrieve Anos' memories after Anos realizes Ivus does not remember him. Students are instructed to gather magic items from the dungeon for the upcoming test. As he already knows all the routes, Anos decides to collect a scepter at the dungeon's lowest level to receive a perfect score. After retrieving the scepter, he permits Misha to take the Phoenix robe, one of his personal belongings, for Sasha's birthday. Sasha stabs Misha, however, and claims that she was never really their ally and was waiting for an opportunity to betray them. She adds that if Anos touches her, magic will work to drive the knife even further into Misha's body. Nevertheless, Anos disregards this and grabs Sasha's hand, and she flies away, revealing that he had already healed Misha when she entered the room and had substituted an illusion for it. She is allegedly lying because, according to Anos, her magic eyes of destruction did not open when she became enraged while discussing how she despises Misha. After Anos grants Misha's request to let her go, Sasha escapes with the robe and scepter. Then Misha tells Anos that she is not who he thinks she is, and she will vanish when she and Sasha turn 15. When Sasha was a fetus, Ivus split her into 2 babies so that when they turned 15, they would fuse back into a single, more powerful demon. When Anos catches up with Sasha, it is revealed that she is acting this way to save Misha and has cast a spell to keep her alive when she vanishes. Misha must reject her for the spell to work, which is why Sasha consistently mistreats her. They wait sadly for Misha to vanish due to Misha's refusal. However, Anos reveals that if she sends them back in time, they can combine their partial sources with the partial sources from their unborn fetuses, resulting in the birth of true twin sisters who have complete sources. Ivus appears out of nowhere and stabs Anos, saying that he intends to use their combined body to house the real reincarnated Demon King. Anos, unaffected by the wound, seizes the demon sword and hurls it at Ivus, taking him down. He then activates Riptide to send them back, but Hugo La Revias, the Keeper of Time, prevents him from doing so. Ivus and Hugo combine to form Anos, who is then killed. However, Anos revives using Ingol and demonstrates his strength to challenge a god. He then summons Venusdonoa to slay Ivus and sends the twins back to fuse with their unborn selves. Ivus is revived by Anos, who later finds out that he has been fused with a third unidentified source. He restores all of Ivus's original memories and asserts that Avos Dilvea's employee took control of Ivus, returning as true sisters with independent sources, Sasha and Misha. Anos casually decides to return a scepter despite saving Misha and challenging history to ace the test and receive a perfect score. Anos and his followers invaded the Great Spirit Forest, a Harthurn 2,000 years ago in search of the Great Spirit Reno. Shin Regalia, Anos' right-hand man, defeated the Great Water Spirit Lingon in one blow to win a wager with Anos and gain his approval to reincarnate. Anos told Shin to find Reno when Kanan showed up while he dealt with Kanan. A royal student renowned for his sword prowess is joining the academy. Emilia reports in the present. After class, Misha eats with Anos to discuss the Ulterian's mission to create a just society rather than one where royalty can mistreat hybrids. Melheus Boran, another elder demon emperor, is the Unitarian, which intrigues Anos. On the other hand, he sent her a piece of demon sword for her 10th birthday, signifying that it would be complete once hybrids and royals could unite. If Misha and her Unitarian classmates perform well, Anos decides to let them join his team. Anos and the transfer student Lei Glanzudili are the only students at the academy who are strong enough to use demon swords when demon sword lessons first begin. Despite Emilia's objections, Lei requests to join Anos' team while disregarding his royal status. When Lei and Misha offer to challenge him in the upcoming team battle, Anos declines. Misha and Sasha triumph over Misa and the Anos fan union in the exam. Lei recalls having previously fought Anos, but Anos manages to hold his own against him using only a tree branch. After claiming victory, Anos believes that Lei is Shin's reincarnation. Lei guarantees to win their upcoming match against Anos. The following day, Amelia announced that Lei and Anos would compete in the Magic Sword tournament. Anos believes that there may be a hidden agenda. After that, Anos encounters Melchius Boron, one of the 7 Elder Dragon Emperors, who affirms that despite having his memories erased, Anos is the Demon King of Tyranny. He recalls running away to the Great Spirit Forest, but the walls prevent him from returning to Dilhade. Then, for the upcoming tournament, Anos changes his mind and accepts after realizing how much his parents believed in him. Want to find out if Anos wins? Stay tuned for part 2. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe.